Systems help prevent chaos. So let me show you a simple money routine that'll make money management not only easy, but maybe even fun. Hey, who knows? Let's get into it. Alright, so the first thing we're going to talk about is the flow of money, a very simple flow of money for a single person. So, of course, the first thing is going to be you get paid. Cha-ching. And the easiest thing is obviously to put it in your bank account. So here's your bank account. And for this bank account, I always mention how you really want an account that does not charge you fees for checkings or a savings. If you have a lot of different banks, if you can consolidate them, close the ones that charge fees and move all your money to the one that doesn't charge any fees. And if they all charge fees, think about switching to another one if you're able to. So in a perfect world, I would recommend just having one checking account and one savings account just for simplicity's sake. But in the previous video, I was mentioning how sometimes for certain people, it's easier just to have two and use the second one just for bills and utilities, only for that, and have it just the right amount of money and have it on auto pay. That way, you're not accidentally spending this money because you're using the first checking account with the debit card for variable spending like entertainment, unexpected things, and just expenses throughout the month, right? And let's say your utilities are a little bit different each month. Let's say it varies between 150 and 100. Just put 150 in there. You always want to go toward the high end just to be safe, and it's a cushion. And for this traditional savings account, I have about $100 in my traditional savings account, and I know I could be making more money on it if it were somewhere else, but it's there just in case. All right, so moving on. Obviously, from this bank, we want to pay our monthly expenses, and we also want to transfer out money to our high yield savings account. I mean, you're able to earn almost 4%, maybe even 5% sometimes on your money compared to this 0.01% that you get in a traditional savings. And also, you can separate your savings goals into different buckets. It's amazing. And another thing, since it's separate from your day to day spending, less temptation. So many reasons why I recommend having the bulk of your savings in another bank account. And you know me, I love simplicity, but having this separate bank account, it's worth it, trust me. My favorite is Ally, I say it all the time, but you can do your research and find one that resonates with you. And lastly, here you have your investments. So with this initial primary bank account, you want to allocate your money toward expenses, obviously, savings, and investments. You don't want to start investing until you have an emergency fund of at least $1,000. I'll get more into that in another video, but really want to make sure that each dollar has a job. So each dollar should go into one of these three buckets pretty much, either expenses, savings, or investments. So ideally, every time we get paid, we make a spending plan for that money, and we're able to take out the savings first before anything because we know how much we need for expenses. So we're able to take this out without any worries. And if by the end of the month, if you have money left over, instead of going out and splurging and buying things that you weren't gonna buy anyways, throw it into savings. Like that is, I feel so good to have unexpected money left over and just being able to see your savings grow and like seeing you get closer to your goals. It's amazing. So yeah, this is the flow, a very simple flow for a single person for their money. No reason to have a whole bunch of different checking accounts with different banks, in my opinion. This is just one way to do it. All right, so now let's go into if you're married. There's two different ways that you can do this. There's no right or wrong. So let's head over there right now. All right, so here we go. So this is a method for a married couple. Let's say that they both work and they both have their own personal bank accounts. So their money is deposited straight into their accounts. They have some personal savings and they also have some personal expenses that just gets taken out right from their own bank accounts. So if they do their spending plan, they're able to know how much the household bills and expenses are. So they're able to transfer the right amount of money that they each agreed upon to the joint account. And from this joint account, similar to the last one, it goes to pay common expenses, short-term, medium-term, and long-term savings, and investments. And that's pretty much it. It's pretty easy once you look at the list of bills that you have and the amounts. Now you're able to play with the other variable expenses that you have. Now method number 2 would be this one. It's literally the exact same, except instead of their money being deposited into their personal accounts, it's all deposited into the joint account. And then they deposit the money out into their own personal accounts. Now, if there's only one person that's working in the family, be the same, except just allocate that one paycheck toward each person's personal account, the joint account, or just have a joint account. Really, it's up to you. Also, I made mention of a spending plan, and this is one of the most important things in money management. So comment spending plan below and I'll send you my spending plan template, already optimized and one of the best money management tools in my opinion. Thanks so much for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed. Until next time.